The infamous Odin challenge quest. Here we go. Now, I'm not even gonna lie, this one was executed kind of sloppy. I didn't really fully understand Odin's mechanics and what he could do. All I knew is that when he gets his overdrive and he breaks anybody, you're dead. So I did my best to avoid that. And I played very heavily off of the Noctis LD and being able to move everybody's turn up in front of Odin whenever I was in a bind. I tried my hardest to save as much of that for the end when he starts to get angry and just kind of pace ourselves throughout. So it ended up working, but look, you can see Paladin Cecil here and watch his turn. Goes right in front. That's what the Noctis LD does. It's not just for him, it's for everybody. It's nice. See him too, that shooting star wasn't even plussed. The problem with that though is you notice how everyone's jumping up and then he gets 2 turns right in a row. Yeah, that's scary to me. I don't like it. But he will recover from break and then we'll fix that. Right here. Any day now. Press a button, my guy. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I tried to be careful with this. Because, again, I heard nothing but horror stories about this one. And I could see why. Because his mechanics are kind of cheap. He can, at times, just get unexpected instant turn rate and just kill you whenever he feels like it. Maybe there's an actual mechanic that triggers that. I'm not really sure what it is. But that's just what I had heard multiple times, that he can do it. I never saw him do it, but yeah, it was something I had heard a lot from other people. Now there is a way to, I don't really condone this, but I'll share it anyway. You can cheese this. So the challenge quest requirements don't say anything about KOs, and it's not just for this one. For a lot of them, it doesn't say it. It's just like an HP requirement thing, but you can cheat. That's right. If you can let Odin do his overdrive, break your team, kill your team, and just gem revive, you'll be back with full skills, and it won't count as HP damage lost. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that if you want to. I don't condone it, but if you're desperate, that's an option. I am really liking Fran with her character boards. Yes, I gave her character boards for this. And this is my first time ever using Paladin Cecil. I had neglected to purple him for the longest time, but I needed somebody for this. And figured he'd be the best bet because, one, we need some source of battery to avoid this he's about to do. That attack right there. Okay, if that attack were to have broken anyone, that character would have been dead. That's just how it works. But anyway, Paladin Cecil, I figured, he's a pro tag, so he'll get the BT, he'll get the LD, he'll get all that stuff, so maxing him out now wouldn't be a waste. It's not like I'm only doing it for the challenge quest. I'm not gonna lie, I probably won't use him until he gets all of his stuff, but, it's a future investment nonetheless. But you know what I could do, actually, is maybe, if there's another character I'd rather use for Dimension's End that's locked into an earlier tier, I could maybe put Paladin Cecil there, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't get any of his upgrades until after tier 20. I could be wrong about that, I have to double check. But if that's the case, saving him for higher tiers doesn't really make sense. So I could, you know what, I just thought of this, you know what I could probably do? Is put Paladin Cecil in tier 1 where Machina is. Yeah, you know what, I think I'm going to do that. Get the new and improved Machina out of tier 1. And then he'd be good on tier 16. Provided it's not melee resist. If it is, I can always imperil, but I gotta look more into that. All I know about tier 16 is Demon Wall. That's really all I know. So no Kais, unfortunately. Kais has been my Dimension's End Slayer ever since tier 13. I've brought him to the blind run of every single one, and he does not disappoint, ever. a risky move. You're just gonna let yourself get broken. And sometimes it pays to take risks. My god. That wouldn't have been a kill either way, but he would have unlocked some other nasty aura that he does. He gets into this stance, I don't know everything he does with this, because I didn't experience it much, but he gets into this stance where he inflicts this poison, and he will counter you no matter what you do. So yeah, that's a mechanic they've been introducing lately. I'm looking at you, Chapter 10, Chaos Boss. That annoying counter debuff. Ugh, disgusting. But this one isn't as bad, especially if you have somebody like Noctis on the team, or Fang, because all you have to do is launch him, and then it goes away. So yeah, a lot of people brought Fang here too, which makes sense. Luckily, that attack doesn't break. But it does inflict Doom, which is a problem, especially with that, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Zentetsuken? I don't know how to pronounce it. You know what I mean, the overdrive all attack. So, that coupled with the Doom that he inflicts is a huge problem, because like I said, if anyone gets broken with that attack, they're dead. And it's also not just if they get broken. If they're broken already, and he does the attack, you're dead. So that means you could very well get back into a corner where he does Doom, and then that attack. And there's nothing you can do about it. Unless you stall out the Doom appropriately. Like this. Pretty sure he's about to get broken. Do I burst here? No, I don't. Okay. So far, so good, though. But there's a break. Yeah, see, look. That's a lot to break down, but we can do it. With this. And that's kind of perfect because that puts Paladin Cecil next. He can battery, keep everybody safe. Yeah, that light slash is super helpful. Oh, but see? No, this is a problem too. I think it might be burst time. Yep. I forgot about Paladin Cecil's Doom. See, if I wouldn't have done that, death. Odin is cheap. Even with Noctis, he can be a problem. Now this is the rotation I always do with him. Maybe there's a better one. Maybe it's situational, but I always start with the EX. No, okay, I always see 65 first to make sure that I go into the burst sequence with Noctis' plus variants. I always Shooting Star first, then Warp Strike. And then since you get a free skill after you use the EX, look, he has a Shooting Star left. So that way, when we're out of the burst sequence, I'll have a Shooting Star plus. So I'll have a launch ready for whenever I need it. I always do the LD second to last. Because then when we come out of this, he'll at least have one turn on that buff. And your whole team is now stacked with Noctis' LD buff. So that means we can just keep the rotations going. And right now is a good time to do that because he's ready to murder us. So let's not let that happen. $1 million, not bad. I'm gonna thank Fran being in the launch sequence for that one. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't hit $1 million. I did that to get plus variants for both skills. Good to go. And now everybody's gonna jump up. But now he's got the 2 turns. That's a problem. But we'll stall it out. Looking at that, I probably should have just used an HP attack and saved all that other stuff. Probably would have been a smarter idea. Because then Noctis would have been behind, Cecil could have batteried, and we would have been well protected. But I think I did that because I wasn't sure when he was going to recover, and I didn't want to be stuck in a position where he gets 2 turns in a row. So I wanted as much... Yeah, no, that is why I did that now that I'm looking at this. Because I wanted as much turn advantage as possible, just in case he wanted to try something nasty. So there we go. Gonna say, you better EX. Why wouldn't you? I'm allowed to say that because it's me playing, so I can say whatever I want about the guy playing because I'm the guy playing. So he's getting close to red health and we still have our summon. Pacing's pretty good. I don't know how much Fran's debuffs really help, to be honest with you. They probably don't help that much. But it's something. She does do way more damage now with the boards, though, gotta admit. Big fan of it. Here we go. I always try to get that free set warp. Good stuff. Do we LD? I don't remember. No, we spam this again. And now he's back with the 2 turns. Oh. Yeah, the spacing here can be so annoying. Although I might have just set myself up for that one, but you know what I'm trying to say. Might be summon time, because this looks pretty nasty. Yeah, looking at this, there's definitely a few instances where I should have just hit an HP attack with Noctis. Because towards the end of this, he's pretty spent. He had to HP attack a few times at the end. But it would have been better for me to save some of the skills, definitely. So that way we could really go in when he's getting angry at us. But he should be in the red by the time we get out of this, which is awesome. I guess it's only appropriate that I brought Shiva so Fran can Diamond Dust while we Diamond Dust. Okay, get that plus, sure. And I believe, yes. So this way we come out of this and we can just keep looping back in front of him. Perfect. And he's in the red, like I said. Awesome. Yeah, I think I am going to put him in tier 1, Paladin, get Machina out. That would make sense. Because I was thinking about who to replace him with, and I think Paladin would be perfect. Yeah, he's got plenty of splash damage and battery and stuff to deal with the... Yeah, I think I'll do that. Along with my 1 out of 3 Lilith set and my 1 out of 3 Selkie, who are currently in tier 1. I think Paladin can do it. I don't see why not. Probably do that after this. You know what? No, I should probably get back on the Odin boards after this. Thank God for Mog Pass, man. It's so fast now. Oh, it was brutal before. See, this is a problem because Cecil does not have any turns left on the Noctis buff. So we gotta get him back in the order here. Has to happen. Okay, now we need a break so that he can protect us, which should happen because, yeah, he's gonna recover. There we go, perfect. Yeah, see right here, I should just HP attack this. Because Cecil's got us covered. But I don't think that's what I do. Oh my god, this is brutal to watch. I have no idea what to do. I LD? Why? You should have saved that. Whatever, we got it done. Like I said, a little sloppy towards the end here. Like even this, I just popped the LD. I could have just HP attacked. I would have jumped right in front again. It's painful to watch. And I'm pretty sure I actually forget that it's still active, because look, I popped it when Fran isn't even in the turn order. So she's just sitting there with this buff on, not even being able to take advantage of it. And I'm pretty sure I completely forget that she has that, and I brave attack when it's her turn. If I'm remembering correctly. Pretty sure that's what I do. Last warp strike. Let's see. Am I right about that? Yup. I completely forgot, and there she is. So total waste. She has to, yeah, now she can actually hit and then brave attack. Or no, go for HP. Yes, because you recovered. There you go. It worked out, I guess. Okay, Paladin, protect us. And I'm glad I saved that. So we can get rid of this awful buff he has going on. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, this challenge quest is definitely one of the harder ones. Absolutely. I mean, like I've said plenty of times, it could have been done, could have been played better than this, but whatever works. I'm not coming back here. This one was awful. But it could have been a lot worse. Like I have, like, you see that I have the C65 left, it will do me no good because I'm completely out of skills. Now this was scary right here. I'm thinking this is gonna kill. It doesn't. Luckily that doesn't break, so he just breaks Paladin. He's ready to come at us, but he's done. Thank God that's over. I think is that number 10 for challenge quests? I don't know how many we've had, but I think that's 10. And that's all of them down. All right, I'm gonna get back on this Odin grind because I've kind of neglected it. And until then, I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you for watching.